Hi, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I've posted, but I had to take a really long break. I hadn't written anything. I was just taking like a mental break, but not really a mental break, but I was just taking some time off for myself to, focus on the things that matters or the things that don't. But you came here for a book haul, so I just want to share with you like 40 plus books that I have bought from the beginning of the year. So this wasn't like I didn't just go out on like a bookstore thing rampage and buy like a bunch of books. Some of these I got like there's a library near my house. If you've never met me before, I'm a big supporter of local libraries. So there's a library near like 12 minutes from my house that every May 12th they do like really good book sales. So I got a bunch of these books for like $6, really good book deal because I also got some books for my daughter because she also reads. Also, from time to time when I go to like my Dollar Tree, if I see like a book there, I will buy. Some of these I got them for like $1.25. If I go to a library and they're having like $1 books and stuff like that, I'll buy books from my library. So a lot of these books that I have, I didn't buy them like I supported libraries and local bookstore and probably my Dollar Tree even if I shouldn't. Some of these, however, I did buy on Amazon, but not all. So I I don't want I don't know how to say this. I don't want anyone to think having buying 40 plus books. If you can't afford to buy 40 plus books, you just can't. I like have a pile. I'm looking that direction. I have a pile right because my bed is right there of a bunch of books that I got from my library. So I have like 6 library cards, and one of the library cards that I have give me access to 20 plus libraries. So as much as I buy books, I also support local venues or ventures or whatever. This is too long, so we're just gonna start off with, in no particular order, I'm just gonna start off with the books. Some of them I bought them purely for the book cover, or some of them I bought them because there's a movie about the book and I want to read the book. I always like reading the book for the book for movies. Also, I hope the audio isn't bad. This is a new microphone. I haven't really made any videos since I bought it. It was like really cheap on Prime Day, so this is Treasure Island. I remember either reading Treasure Island or watching some version of Treasure Island as a kid. I think also I'll if because my lighting it's like 12. Let me see. It's like 12:16 right now. So some of these book covers they're very reflective. So if I can find like a picture of it online, hopefully you can see. So this is Treasure Island. I got this in the $6 deal at the library near my house. Now, this is a set. I started reading Witch Hunter, kind of really like it. It was a duology, was going for like a really good deal, so I bought them on Walmart. Um, Book of the Month convinced me to re-subscribe for like $5, and I got this. So that's that. As I said, half if I know what the book is about, I will. Most of the times, I won't. I don't know this book. I bought this on I went to I did a road trip that I was supposed to do a video for, but I never got around to it. I did a road trip to North Carolina, and I think in Delaware at a Dollar Tree I got this. It's about like I like books that surround like manuscripts. Like the person like there's a journalist in this book. He found a manuscript and he's going to try to publish it. I like books with that aspect and also movies. This I got this from my Dollar Tree. It is supposed to be like mystery esque. The ballerinas. It is supposed to be like a girl used to be a ballerina. She stopped because something happened, and now a couple years later, she's trying to like try to figure out exactly what happened. This is The Star is Also a Sun. I bought this because when I was like 19 or 20, I had a guy best friend, and he watched a movie, and it kind of resonated with him to the point where he wanted me to watch it, so we watched the movie. And ever since then, I've been trying to get a hold of the book because I don't know, like as someone who has read a lot of books that are now movies, I know there's just something about when you read it for yourself that it's very rare and I've never seen it done that a movie depict the exact essence that the writer was trying to, bring across. And as someone who writes, if you write, if you get it, you get it. As someone who writes, I know there is this feeling that you get as a reader. And when I watch a lot of movies that are now books, I've read a lot of books that are now movies, and it's never the same. Reading it is not the same as watching it. So I bought this purely for the color, Load at First Sight. I hate Love at First Sight, and the whole Load at First Sight, I was like, wow, I've never seen anything like that. And plus, the book cover kind of remind me of Better Than the Movies. So this is Percy Jackson. This is Percy Jackson. I read Percy Jackson in high school. It's one of those things that really, really made me love reading as a teenager. And I wanted to own my library also has the copies, the bigger version, but I also wanted to own it for myself because I don't know, so I can read it multiple times. And so I have this copy. I actually have like 3 copies of this one. So at some point, I'm going to give 2 of them away. One of them is slightly damaged, so I'm going to give it away. This is The Woman of Chateau Lafayette. I read this book. I think I read it early this year. I read it last year. I read my library copy and I bought it solely because of the word chateau, and I love the word Lafayette. And I read it. It follows. It's about 3 timeline. How throughout these 3 different time periods, 3 women are at the Chateau Lafayette and what it represents for them throughout each timeline. So one of them, I don't know if you know much about the French Revolution, but a lot of this follows the French Revolution. Now I'm not doing this in order, but the first book for this is a part of is now a TV series. It's called The Fallen. It follows like an angel who keeps falling in love with the same girl, kind of. So I think this is book 3 or book 2 or whatever. I got this in the $2, $3, $6 deal. Sorry, this as well. This is Raptures, is either book 2 or whatever. They're not in particular order because my library I bought it from didn't have like all of them in the particular order. So, but this is the book. This is the first one. Fallen. This is also part of the $6 deal. The covers of them are really not the best because you can see that on one of them, the cover is like really scratchy, and I'm tempted to remove like the paper, but I'm gonna keep the paper. When I just kind of started reading back in 2023 or something along that line, this was really popular. If he had been with me, and I love reading on like my tablet through my Kindle Unlimited membership that I sometimes pay for and forget. But there's someone who, when I was growing up as a kid reading, I resonate more with a book if I literally have it in my hand. Like there's this book, it's called The Dragon Rider. I'm going to insert a picture here. That's when I really knew that I love reading because I read that book in one sitting. It was 400 something pages. I remember I was 17 and I read that book in one sitting in one afternoon, and that's when I really realized that I really loved reading books. So I got this from the Dollar Tree in Delaware. So this is Quantum Girl Theory. This is some detective stuff. It was for $1.25. I was like, see, there's a paper in it. Oh, this is just one of my book of the month bookmark. So that's that. Now, if you watch Twilight, you probably know this is Bree Tanner. So this is a short second life of Bree Tanner. I'm gonna insert a picture here. She's that little girl who she was a really really young kid in Eclipse that they didn't want to unalive. I'm not sure if I could say the official word. This book, I don't know. I got this in the $6 deal as well. This is Huckleberry, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. And I was like, this is like, I was like, I had to get this. So, also, I thought I should mention, so My library would do like 50 cents. The library I got these books from do 50 cents for paperback, $1 for hardcover. I was just about to say hardback for hardcover, but when I went, they weren't taking cards. If you've been to any local little small library, you know they don't really take cards. And I had only like a $50 bill, and I had like only like just some change, and the librarian was like, "Give me $6," and I was like, "Yeah, yeah." And at that time, I was like, "I wish I had picked up more books, cause." And so I want to make it a tradition. I was going to say tradition. I wanted to make it a tradition where I go every month, every year when they have this sale, and basically, get some books because the money goes toward the library. And if you are going to a local library, right now they're trying to cut a lot of funding. And so we have to support them because before people could afford, like, I don't know about anyone, but I've always been going to libraries. I've always have library cards. My daughter has a library card too. So we go to the library and it has like a lot of resources. This is Once Upon a Broken Heart. I watch so much booktubers, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it's Alex. I don't know. She referred another book to me. I just can't remember her name because I haven't been on booktube in so long. But I was inspired to buy this, and they said it's connected to the Carvel series in some way. So I was like, and this is going on a real good deal on Amazon. So, like, I put it in my cart app when it was like $12, and then one day I saw it drop to like $6. I was like, oh my god! So I got it. This is my entire. I bought this during Prime Day. I kind of like that, so I got this. This is that book, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, the entire series, which is Lightning Thief, The Sea of Monster, The Titan's Curse. Which, funny enough, I in the order of how I read these in high school, I read The Lightning Thief, then I read The Titan's Curse, because for some reason, because I was using my library and this other girl who had some library connection, and they didn't have, I could not get a Sea of Monster, and then I read The Battle of the Labyrinth. I never read these. I never read these two, so it would be fun. I got this at the Dollar Tree. I've been trying to get more into like animations because I love like animated books. But I don't like that. Like I said, I have no idea why this was kind of like people like to say don't buy books based on the cover, but I'm kind of guilty of that. I tend to do that a lot. This is my Shadow and Bone series. I watched the movie first. Kind of really loved the movie to the point where I end up hating the very first book. I think I gave book two. I think book one was like 2 star. Two was 3 star, 2 star, and then book two I think was like 4 or 5 star. So this follows girl Elena Starkov, and they're in this world. It's called the Grishaverse, where they're Grishas and they have like special abilities. Some are like fabricators, mean that they can make stuff, and some of them are they can like very good with metal. And there is there is one the fabricators are also good at like enhancing beauty. And then there's this guy, he's like a shadow. I call him like the shadow guy. That's not his name. And then Elena, she grew up all her life not knowing that she was a Grisha, because on the day, because what they do is when you get to a certain age, they test you. But if you are like bruised or in pain, then you can't be tested. So that's what she did, and she never get tested. And then they were crossing the Full, which is this really dark, this it's like a border. It's like a tall wall, but it's just shadows, and there are monsters in there in the like shadow thing. So when they were crossing that, she beamed this light, and then they were like, "Oh my god!" So I don't know where I'm supposed to have like. This is my Six of Crows. I'm supposed to have like I have the entire set, so I'm gonna have to go look for it because I'm supposed to have the entire set of. I'm supposed to have the Six of Crow, I have another Six of Crow, because I went to Dollar Tree the other day with my mom and they had this. And although I already had a copy. I bought it. It was for $1.25. And so now the other one, when I'm doing my book giveaway, because I want to unhaul a lot of books, I can give those away. So I'm gonna go find the other two, and I think I have some other books that I need to go find. I'm gonna find those, and we will, kind of wrap this up. Okay, so believe it or not, I had the books like on this side, and I had no idea. I was going through so many books that I was like, oh my god, aren't there supposed to be more books? And funny enough, I only remember about Six of Crows. So this is my Crooked Kingdom. If you watch the Shadow and Bone trilogy, the Inedge and the Packer guy and the other fabricator guy, they're from this book, and I really wanted to read that. So I'm gonna reach over at it. And this is the Six of Crows that I originally bought on Amazon. Funny enough, I don't know why I bought this because I could have also borrowed it from my library, but I wanted to own a copy for myself because I don't know, like I really connected more with the. Sorry, I didn't mean to touch my microphone. I'm connected more with those three than like the Grisha people in the thing. I'm sorry. It's after 12. It's 12:30 right now, and I get I kind of get sidetracked sometimes. This is Empire of the Vampire. I borrowed this copy from my library. Loved it so much. It kind of had one of the reasons why I love it. And as someone who's writing my own books, I'm contemplating if I should do this. They have like art in the middle of the book, so let me show you. It follows a vampire. Don't remember his name because I didn't finish it. And he is kind of like he was like a vampire slayer, and the vampires have captured him, and they want him to tell his entire story because he's like the last vampire slayer, and so they want him. The vampires that captured him want him to tell his story so that they can. It's like getting him to tell his story so that he could end it by saying that the vampires basically ended all of the vampire slayers. If you get what I'm saying. So they have like little um graphics illustrations in the book, which I really really love. And so we have Belladonna. Now, if you've been here long enough, I'm going to leave my link to this video. This is the first book I read of 2025, and if you know me long enough, you know I'm so obsessed. I'm obsessed with the personification of death, and in this, they personified death as in that it was like a person, but at the same time, oh, sorry, my eye, something on my eye. If you're around books, you know that there's always little microfibers flying all around. So that was like personified. And our main girl is Signa Faro. She has this ability where she basically can't die, which is not normally that becomes obsessed with her along with. I don't want to spoil it for you, but I really love the concept of this. It's YA historical mystery fiction. So it has mystery, yes, because there's a murder that you're gonna solve. It's YA and it is fantasy. It is historical in the sense that they don't have like cell phones. They still go by horses and carriages, and they still have a young woman still has to be chaperoned if she's unmarried, that kind of stuff. Like Bridgerton in a fantasy way. And then this is the Department of Rare Books and Special Collection. Now I'll buy any book that has the word rare book or any Department of Special Books or anything. Got this at a Dollar Tree. I have no idea what it's about, but I saw it and I was like, Department of Rare Books and Special Collection. I was like, oh my god, it's $1.25. I'm sorry. Then I bought this the other day when I got the Six of Crows from the Dollar Tree when my mom took me. When We Were Birds, and I was like, I bought this for the cover. When my mom saw it, my mom was like, isn't there a movie? I'm like, because when I was buying, I was like, I could have sworn there's a movie that this book is based on, but I don't know. And I'm sorry if I keep touching my microphone. I'm used to having my microphone like in my hand. At the end of 2023, I read Me Before You. Loved it. It was really sad, and this is the second, but it doesn't match my copy. But the copy that I have was like, I got it for $1 at a library, like 40 minutes from my house, because I'm always, whenever libraries are having book sales, I go because half the time the books are in really good condition. So I bought this claiming that I was going to read it, but I will eventually. Then this is not a movie. Like I will buy a book if I know that a book is based. If I know that there has been a movie has been made for a book, it kind of encourages me to buy the book, especially if I want to watch the movie. Walmart had this for like $5. I went there to get stuff, and they were having like a massive deal, and I saw this. Apples Never Fall. I was like, And it's the author of Nine Perfect Strangers for me. And Nine Perfect Strangers, I think that's also a TV show. I was like, I have to buy this. I haven't read it. It's like one of those high society gossipy stuff. I also got this in Fears of Them All. I got this in the $6 deal, and I took it to my North Carolina trip, and it got water spilling all over it. And then I was gonna take off the cover and just get rid of it because I didn't like it. And then I took off the cover and I saw this, and I was like, no, 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 and keep it because I love that. And then we're at the last book, so sorry if I've taken up all your time. I also got this from my Dollar Tree, and it was kind of sad to it is the you see it. I hate when the covers. But I got some my Dollar Tree. I read Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, and I was like, I don't know what this is about. But the cover was nice. It was for $1.25. I bought it, and sometimes they will like when they make like a lot of the books and something's wrong with it, they'll have like a little black spot on it. And when I buy a book at Dollar Tree, all I do they normally have this annoying sticker, and if you're very good, I just pick it off. And in my on Kindle Unlimited, they have that book one which it's Realm Breaker or Maker, and you can also borrow it from my library, like the ebook from my library. So that's what I'm gonna do. And okay, so I would say this is editing Anna. However, this is reorganizing my bookshelf Anna. So in the process of organizing my bookshelf, I realized that I didn't show you like about 5 of the books that my nose ring is crooked. I didn't show you like 5 of the books that I have. So I'm gonna go get them and I'm here and kind of like show it to you because I already have like my camera set up like this. So because I'm organizing my bookshelf at like 1:12 in the morning. So I'm gonna go do that. Okay, I didn't want to come too close. Alright, so I bought this because I love the We Love. I'm always touching my microphone. I'm sorry. I bought this because I love the We Love Time series. This is better than the movies. Watch it. This is like fake dating kind of stuff. So our main girl, don't remember her name. This guy she used to go to kindergarten with. He came back and she really had a crush on him. So her neighbor, who she's always fighting with, he basically helped her to get this guy. And then in the process, they kind of, fall in love. And I guess the reason why it's called Better Than Movies because our main girl is always like making movie references. And through this book, I learned about a lot of rom-com. That was my tablet. Probably some Libby notification. I bought this because I'm currently writing a novel, so I'd save the cat writes a novel. So at one point during this year, I was gonna do like the 75 hard challenge, but like writing edition. And you're supposed to read like one nonfiction book, so this was gonna be my nonfiction book. As I said, I have multiple Percy Jackson books. So this is like our first copy I bought, but it's kind of like damaged right there. So I don't know. What do you do when you buy a book and it's damaged? And I know I should have returned it. They end up giving it to me for like free. So I have it. And this is The Leftover Woman. I got this also at Dollar Tree. Really like it. So this is officially now all the books that all the 47 books that I have bought from, I guess the last, that's my phone. Oh, my mom is sending me a TikTok video. So I think if I'm not mistaken, I bought some of these. I bought them like 2024, but I didn't get them until 2025. So let's say from January 2025 to, it is currently August 1st. So to August 1st. So we're at the end of our video. Also, as you can see, my shelves are empty. So if you want to see me put all these lovely, this is 47 books in for the haul. And I think I have like 47 more, so almost 100 books. If you want to see me put all those books on the shelves behind me, don't forget to, because the only way you're going to know that I post the videos if you like, subscribe. Also, I want to start doing this series called Should You Read It, where I'm going to like read few books. I'm going to do like a in-depth, like a deep dive book review, going plot by plot, chapter by chapter. And I'm going to share like stuff that I like, stuff that I didn't like. And at the end, I'm going to answer whether or not you should read it. But if you are a reader and you own books, I will never, as a book buyer, person who loves books, I will never discourage anyone from reading book. But at the same time, every reader is entitled to their opinion. And we all have 24 hours in a day. And if someone can spare me from a bad book, I mean, I'm still going to read the book, but it's neither here nor there, right? So I wanted, like, over the time that I've disappeared, I came up with a nice little mini little outro for you guys that I made. I'm not gonna say I made, but I thought it sounded really cool. So we're gonna test that out for the first time. And it is keep devouring those books, you beautiful bookworms. And thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful year, month, week, day, hour, minute, second. I'll see you in another video. Bye.